Hey everyone, Ross A. Prepper here. Today I'm going to be doing an exciting video, especially for myself. We're going to be comparing camo colors. So I've looked over the internet and normally there's only two comparisons people do. They don't actually do a whole lot. So we're going to change that up today. So we got quite a few colors that we're going to be comparing. So how these tests are going to work is we're going to put them all on a string, and we're going to start in a field and have them on the tree line. So we'll go from 200, then work our way to 100, to 50 meters, then 20 meters, and we'll see which one we're able to detect, which ones blend in and we can't see. So that's for our first test. The second test, we're going to move them into the woods, and we're going to start at 50 meters and 20 meters. And then, it'll be hard to see with trees and stuff like that, kind of like actual in the environment. And then test 3, we're going to start at 200, 100, and then 50 meters. And we're going to do that at night, and we're going to be shining a flashlight. So just give a different style of testing. So at the end of that, we'll add up the points and see which camo is the best for blending in. So we'll start off the colors. We have a mossy oak jacket. We have a cadpat chest rig. We have a coyote or OD green chest rig. Have a multi-cam plate carrier. We have a coyote plate carrier. We have a ghillie suit. We also have wolf gray. So I have a wolf gray. This is my wolf gray chest rig, but I'm going to be using a gray t-shirt. I know it's not as dark, but it will give a good comparison. This just doesn't have a lot of surface area, so I don't think you would actually, it's not really a fair test compared to the size of a plate carrier. So we'll use a t-shirt instead. A black chest or plate carrier. And then for our control tests, we're going to use a plaid shirt, hunter's orange vest, and a white t-shirt. So I'll probably put these two on the ends, and then we know kind of where it stops and starts. And we'll probably put this in the middle. Just give us an idea of where the colors are for the test. So we'll get outside, get these hung up, and we'll start the testing. Alright everyone, we are now doing the 200 meter test in the daytime. So looking down, I know on the camera you can see definitely the orange on the far left, the white, I can also make it black, and I believe I can make it another one, can't tell what color it is, and possibly gray. So now we're going to move down to the 100 meter and take a look from there. Okay, we are at the 100 meters. I can currently see, again, we'll go orange, coyote. I can see multi-cam, can't make out the pattern, but I can definitely see the vest, black, and white. So we'll go down to the 50 meter and double check if we can see any more. Alright, we're at the 50 meter now. I can make out orange, coyote, gray, multicam, black, the mossy oak, plaid, and the white. I can clearly see the OD green and ghillie suit as well as the cadpat, but they're definitely blend in. So we'll move up to the 20. So as you can see, we are at the 20 meter mark. You can quite clearly see everything on the camera now. But as you can tell, the OD green, the ghillie suit, as well as the cadpat really blend in. The mossy oak jacket, again, just they all
blending very well, but I'd say this test definitely has to go to the ghillie suit and the OD green, as well as the cad bat. The mossy oak kind of stands out right now, but if we move into the woods, it might actually win. So
now we're going to be doing our night testing. So I'll be using the Phoenix TK20R, and I'm also going to be using a MotoMaster spotlight. So probably hard to see, but there's the MotoMaster and there is the Phoenix. So we're going to be doing a little comparison between these lights as well. Both are fully charged and on the brightest setting. So we'll start off with the Phoenix. So we're at 200 meters, and looking down, I can see roughly the white t-shirt and slightly the orange. I can also see a bit, seems to be maybe the coyote color. So I doubt the camera's picking that up, but I'm now going to switch to the MotoMaster spotlight. So the MotoMaster definitely picks up the white, the orange a bit better. I believe I do see coyote. We'll double check at 100 meters, but so far everything else seems to be pretty camouflaged. I can't see very much else down there. So we'll move up to the 100 meters and take a look from there. Alrighty, so we're at our 100 meter. So I'm using the MotoMaster light. So starting off with, I see orange, the gray t-shirt, the white t-shirt. I can see partial of the black vest, and I can also see the, can't make out it, but I can definitely outline the multi-cam one, and the coyote. So we'll switch over to the Phoenix now. The Phoenix, pretty well the same outcome. Yeah, I'd say they're a bit the same right now, so we'll have to move up to 50 to verify our results. Okay, so we are now at the 50 meter mark. So I'm going to be using the Phoenix. So right off the bat, I can see white, plaid, black, gray, coyote, and orange. And just for reference, the camera is set at eye height, so approximately 5'5", 5'6". So you are basically looking the same as my view is currently. So now we will do the MotoMaster. And pretty well the same outcome. I can see the multi-cam plate carrier, but unfortunately I can't make it the exact color. I just know that is like the outline of one. So we will move up to the 20 meter and do a better comparison from there. Okay, so we're at the 20 meter mark. We'll use the Phoenix first this time. So I can see white. I can pretty well make out every single vest out there right now. The multicam, I can definitely make out the pattern this close up. All as well as the cad pad, I can see the color, the pattern in there. So that's the Phoenix. Here is the MotoMaster. A little bit more of a spot light of it. So you can pretty well make out, I'll put both on, so you get a better view on camera. So overall for the night testing, the top 4 really are OD green, a ghillie suit, the mossy oak, and the cad pat. They definitely all were very hard to see. I couldn't really see them until I was up to the 20 meter mark. And also, just for reference, it is a very moonless night, and we're currently where we're at, there's no moon visible. Alright everyone, we are now at the 50 meter mark inside the woods. So we are comparing the camouflage in a wooded area.
I've placed all the camouflages as if you're kneeling, just to make it a little bit harder. Right now I can currently see the orange. We'll move the camera over just a bit and get a few different angles. Okay, so we moved about 5 meters to the left. You can still see the orange quite clearly, and I believe I see a gray. If you look right in between these two trees, you can kind of see right at the bottom there. We'll move over to the right 5 meters and we'll see if it's a different view. Alright, so we moved over to the right about 5 meters. I have lost the orange, but I can see, I believe it is the white. And if you're looking on camera, it is right in between that tree and that tree there. It's like right at the bottom. I can see a white shade. So we'll move up to the 25 meters and see if there's more to see. Okay, so we are in the middle of the 25 meter test. Right away you can definitely see the orange as well as the white, which is located right there if you didn't see it. I can't see any other shades of camouflages right now because there is quite a bit of pines and stuff in front of us. So we'll move to the left 5 meters and check from there. Okay, so we're to the left about 5 meters. So right now I can see the orange, I can see the plaid, I can see the cadpat, I can see the gray, and I can kind of make it the ghillie suit. I can see the strands of it. It's a bit darker than the actual wood itself. But that's it from this angle. Everything else is pretty well covered up. I believe I can make it a little bit of white through the trees. So we'll move over to the right 5 meters and view from there. So we are over to the right about 5 meters. It's definitely hard to see. It's a very wooded area over this side. I can see the gray, multicam, and I believe I can make it the black. The OD green, I know that it's there, but I can't quite see it. So if you look right through, it's really hard to see. There's the gray, and as you move over, and the white, or actually the black is right about here. So we'll move in just a bit closer, probably about 15 meters away from them, and take a look. Okay, we're about 12 meters away. So as you can see right off the bat, you can see the orange. You can make out the ghillie suit pretty good. You can see the plaid, cadpat gray. Obviously from this side, black, white. And then you don't see a few other ones. So I'm just going to move the camera just a few feet because of that tree's blocking some. Alrighty, so we moved over about a meter. And as you can see, the coyote really blends in with the fall leaves and the grass, as well as the mossy oak. I couldn't see that at all throughout the testing. OD grease blends in pretty good, as well as, I know I did say I seen the multicam, but even from this angle, if you kind of lean and stuff, it really blends in with the environment, especially that low to the ground. But I could see its outline, but for the whole testing, the coyote, the mossy oak, and the OD green really stayed well hidden and blended in, as well as getting different angles. The multicam does very well. Alright everyone, we have the results of the winning colors. So how I did my test was basically each distance was 1 point. So the daytime testing up to 200 meters was worth 4 points. The nighttime was worth 400 or 4 points, and in the woods was worth 3. So we are going to be starting off with first place with 11 points is OD Green. This is very surprising for me. I figured it'd kind of be in the middle of the pack, but OD Green came ahead. Next up with 9 points was Cadpat in the ghillie suit. I definitely figured the ghillie suit would do very well, but surprising the Cadpat was the tied up. In third place with 7 is Mossy Oak. In fourth place with 5 points, very surprising, is Plaid. And in fifth place with 4.5 points is Mossy Oak. Now I did give Mossy Oak half a point because in the woods I seen it, but then at another angle it was gone at the very end. So I gave it half a point for that. Kind of disappointed. I figured Mossy Oak would do Multicam would do a lot better, but it came in 5th place. In 6th place is Coyote with 4 points. In 7th place is Wolf Gray with 3 points. In 8th place with 2 points is Black. 9th place, 1 point, White. And very last in 10th place with 0 points is Orange. So as you can see, it's kind of a trend. The brighter the color, obviously it's going to be seen quicker. And as you move along, the camos start to outpace everyone else. But I am very surprised with the multicam. I figured the multicam would be kind of in the second to third place category, but surprisingly it just kind of stood out a lot more than at least these 4. So a lot of my kit is multicam, but I probably will be switching to OD Green now, actually, seeing how well it did in the testing. And I really wish I had did this test a lot earlier before I went out and bought a lot of multicam stuff. But that just goes to show that you should do testing around your environment or where you live and pick the kit that fits you best. So if the environment's close to what you live in, I'd recommend either going with Cadpat, which is kind of hard to get, but there are places like CP Gear online that sell a lot of Cadpat stuff, or like OD Green. But there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did like it or learn something, please subscribe. It definitely helps us out. And then you'll get notifications for any future videos I do. Thanks for watching.